reached Mateo Talbot. I am not in at the moment, but I will get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.
Hey Mateo, it's Sean Schwartz. I was hoping you could give me a call back. You're probably sleeping. I know you work nights. I had a few questions I wanted to get answered from you if you could. I guess I'll probably call you back later. Thank you, Mateo. Bye. Mateo was trying to give me a ride. Well, I suppose I should start off a little earlier in the story. Mateo has been my friend for a lot of years. I met him when he was under the age of 18. He was hanging out on Pearl Street playing guitar. He had a Takamine Jasmine. Mateo now works with the homeless, and when the day that I was assaulted by Derek Apodaca, I was assaulted by two other people as well. One of them about an hour, maybe two, before Derek assaulted me, and another one where Mateo works. He was a very large man who was fighting with a cross-dresser. A short, black, drunk cross-dresser. That very large man shoved me pretty hard. However, that's not the issue. Mateo sold me a violin for $20. I was planning on refurbishing it. It just had a broken bridge, so I was going to get a bridge for it and try to resell it. That was in my vehicle when it was stolen by the Longmont Police Department. My backpack full of evidence. Mateo was going to give me a ride to Sheridan to get that evidence. His vehicle broke down on the way there. So I ended up having to get a ride from Tabitha's daughter. And, well, we did get to Sheridan. I got to open up my evidence and take a look at some of it. It should have been entered in as evidence. It was entered in as property. What a bunch of fucking bullshit. These goddamn cops are crooked as fuck. They don't mind breaking the law. They don't mind framing you for breaking the law. That's what ultimately created a situation where I had to break the law to defend myself. The Bollingers are bad people. Not just the Bollingers. See, Ted Bollinger likes drug addicts. You give them their drug of choice and they spread their legs. Like Rose Kelly, Danica Garner, and Rochelle Shelley Campbell. Consequently, this man has a bunch of kids who have brain damage because, well, their parents were all on drugs. All of them. They also care more about their drugs than they do about their kids, which is how Natalie's situation came to be. Natalie's mom likes abusive men. Me, I was abused over her opinions. Rose Kelly's opinions in specific. Natalie was afraid of her mother's opinions. She also wanted her mom to love her. However, her mom loved drugs and alcohol and dick more than her own kids. Imagine that. When I was growing up, I was pretty monotone. But I learned in front of the mirror how to make facial expressions so that I didn't look blah all the time, is the way I was described. And I practiced my vocal tones. I listened to famous speakers, people like John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. and Adolf Hitler. And here's the point of all of that. These people were famous speakers. It wasn't something that come natural to me. It's something I had to learn and I had to practice. When I got into magic, not Magic the Gathering, the card game, but doing magic tricks, I was in a hotel room in Las Vegas, and I would practice in front of the mirror. I'm not the best magician out there, not by a long shot, but I did like it well enough to practice. And practicing in front of the mirror is good practice. And lucky for me, when I was younger, I spent a lot of time in front of the mirror practicing my face, making funny faces at myself in the mirror. And I got caught doing that a couple times by my older brother, who made fun of me a lot for it. He made fun of me for everything. I guess that's what older brothers are for. But I was sick and tired of people treating me like shit because I was different. So I tried to fit in. Fuck fitting in. You guys are fucking dumb as a goddamn stump. In the words of Forrest Gump, stupid is as stupid does. You guys do a lot of stupid shit and support a lot of stupid shit. You're goddamn right I'm gonna speak out. Now, why is it that, being as I'm not a black man, that I would listen to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to try to learn how to speak? I already knew the English language. I could already speak the English language. It's because people listened to the man. But he said, in the name of God, in the name of Jesus. And that was important. Go Louis Farrakhan, right? Now, why is it that I used Adolf Hitler as well? I don't even like Hitler. I despise the man. I think what he did was disgusting. So why use his speeches? Well, I don't use his speeches. I use his speaking style. John Kennedy's as well. I don't even speak German, so I don't know what the hell Hitler's even saying. I do know that he uses his hands a lot. And he shakes his head like he's got Parkinson's. The things that happen to me shouldn't be allowed to happen to anybody. The more hell I went through, the more I screamed. You know why? Because when I talk nicely, people think I'm kidding. Or people think it's not that important, or it's not that big a deal. No, it is that big a fucking deal. For me, being able to show people what the fuck actually happened, while there's a bunch of assholes who want to talk shit behind my back while I'm not there, and decide amongst themselves whether or not I'm guilty. Fuck those bitches. And then there's a lot of people who took sides based on who it is that they get to see. like these people who weren't there, like their opinions matter more than mine. They don't. They're just opinions. And their opinions stink, like they're assholes, because they weren't there. They should have stuck to the facts. Amanda Jonas went out of her way not to collect any information, not to collect any facts. She went out of her way to paint as shitty a picture as possible. However, while these people were playing head games with me and playing victim, well, they played on Miss Jonas being a woman and the fact that, oh, we're women and we're afraid. No, you're not. You were playing head games and you got busted, bitch. I believe that the punishment should fit the crime. However, I don't think that that punishment should be different for a woman than it is for a man. The things these women did was more destructive than physical violence. What these women did resulted in multiple acts of physical violence against me. You goddamn right I'm going to speak out. With Shannon Alvarado, I have to let her talk over me. She's going to do it no matter what because she's an alcoholic. And I have to deal with it because these are the kind of people that are helping me. It's either people who are alcoholics, people who are drug dealers, or people who are just batshit fucking crazy. Of course this drives me fucking crazy. Who wouldn't be going crazy with all this fucking shit? I needed an actual goddamn lawyer before Natalie died. I needed an autism advocate before Natalie died. I needed a safe place before Natalie died. And I needed to get my money back that was stolen by Ken and Leah before Natalie fucking died. You guys are out of your goddamn minds.